Hi there, this video will instruct you how to make a gardenia inspired flower using the Clover 2022 template. So you're going to cut 4 3-petal clovers at 3.5 inches wide and 3 of them at 2.5 inches wide. And then the sepal, please look on the instruction document because I do forget the size of this. I apologize. So the first thing you can do is we're going to style the sepal. So you're going to take your metal ball stylus tool and make a line straight down the leaf. And then I like to do lines towards the leaf. And this will give it a little bit of texture and veining to your leaf to make it more realistic. And of course you can always shade them as well. And then if you want, you can always go over it with a wider one and just color back and forth, and that just embosses the veining a little bit more. So if you flip your leaf over, you can see how it gives it some texture. And then I usually just like to pinch the edges. Okay. Now we're going to roll all of the petals up. So we're going to roll each side of it because it is a little bit wider. Now the smaller ones we can we may want to go through, depending when we get to the center. I might use just one roll here to roll the entire petal. But for now we're going to roll each side in. So you're going to place your dowel rod down at the edge of the petal, pinch it up and roll it in. Because again, it's a wider petal, we can just roll it in from the corners. So again, I'm just going at the edge, pinching it over and rolling. And I did all 3 of them at once. Now, since we have 4, I'm going to do 2 at a time. I'm going to use the same width diameter dowel rod. So again, I'm just going to roll. Actually, I'm going to go up a little bit more. Roll it in. I'm just going to go around each side because it's easier for me. Okay, so now take your next 2. Again, I like to roll up towards me. So come in at the corner and roll. See how the dowel rod is, and then just pinch it and roll it. Now I'm just going to roll away from me for my other side. Okay, so now we have all of them ready to go. We're going to roll our centers. So for the first one, I'm just going to leave flat because I'm not sure if I'm going to be stemming it or not. So I'm just going to leave that one flat. The next one, we're going to roll our center on our flower shaping mat just to roll the petals up a little bit. So we're using a metal ball stylus tool. And now we're going to place it alternating between the previous petals. So we're just going to come straight down from the top and place it in the center. We're going to do our next 2. And that just lifts the petals towards you. And again, we're going to place layer 3 in between the petals of layer 2. So again, you can do the 2 at the top so it looks like a Y. And then we're going to reverse the Y where the two are on the bottom and just come straight down. These are all the same size, so fills in nicely. You can rotate again, so your Y's at the top. And then for this layer, the two petals are at the bottom, so it's an upside down Y. And we can fold it up a little. Add your hot glue. And come straight down in the center there. We're going to take one of them and then, or actually all three, I apologize. We're going to roll the center. So I'm going to use a much smaller metal ball stylus to lift this because the center is smaller and I want my petals to be curled up a lot. So we're going to start with one of them. And I'm going to place one in front of the other. I'm going to twist it so it's nice and tight. Add some hot glue. I'm going to look at a petal and place it in between. So come straight down and place it in there. And hold it for a second to allow it to adhere and dry. And now we're going to lift the petals up and around again. So one petal in front of the other. Fold them up and twist. Add your hot glue. We're looking at a petal and placing it in between the previous layer's petals the best you can. And then we're going to fold up and around. So one in front of the other. Going to add our hot glue. And then when looking at one of the petals, I'm going to place it in between another one. And we're going to open it up slightly. And then we have our sepal ready, so we can just place that on there, depending which way you want it to go. Could have made it a little bit smaller, but that's okay. I'm going to do mine upside down, in case I would be stemming it. If I were stemming it, I would punch a hole in it for the wire. So that would be super pretty if you are stemming it. But super simple flower. It's a Gardenia inspired one using the Clover mini flower template, the 2022 version. Thanks for watching.